Unearth Arcana time.
Yep, they got a new one out. Well, really, this one is more of a responsible one that was made before we started covering these in the video, but still.
I think these are fun to cover.
All right.
And yeah,
So
we got.
So we're getting an update to the Arcane Archer, the Tattooed Monk, which is the only new one, the Tattooed Warrior.
Yep.
Conjurer, Enchanter, Necromancer, and Transmuter Wizard. And apparently, I read some of their notes. Here, actually, you know what? I'll pull those. I will actually pull those up. Give me a second.
Might as well have those up.
I will pull up the notes. So, before we look at the Arcane Archer, the things they got were player feedback pointed that while they enjoyed the streamlining of the Arcane Shot die, they didn't find the die upgrades exciting. In this update, we've added several new features across levels. Magical ammunition gives the Arcane Archer ways to have trick shots outside of combat. And Arcane Burst has the benefit of pushing creatures from. So let's take a look. Okay, so.
Okay. Revised the same ammunition. A new
has been. Magic is new feature that grants magical effects to ammunition that can be used outside of combat. So let's is that always things? Oh, look.
Let's see.
Oh wait.
Arcane Burst. New feature
grants an additional effect to normal.
Oh.
All right. So let's take a look. Let's act as if we're reading a new subclass. Okay.
So the cantrips, which is Druidcraft or Prestidigitation, your choice.
Yeah.
And skills in either Arcana or Nature. If you already have proficiencies in one of these, you gain another one of your choice.
All right.
Okay. Arcane Shot.
And then you learn to unleash special magical effects with your shots. You learn 2, blah blah blah.
Number of times
you learn additional
get
blah blah blah.
Intelligence modifier per short or long rest.
Once per turn, when you make an attack, you apply one of your Arcane shots to attack. You decide to use the option when you hit a creature, blah blah blah.
Saving throw based off intelligence.
You get the die. If an Arcane shot option requires saving throw, it equals Okay. So alright, we still have our Arcane shots, and I'm gonna assume they didn't change too much.
Yep. Well, we'll find out.
What was that?
Curving shot.
You
target.
Learn how to direct your target. If you make an attack roll with a weapon with the damage pressures, you can use the shot target towards a new target as a bonus action immediately after the attack misses. The new target must be a creature you can see within range. Sorry, the F-screen's falling.
And within the original target.
Make an attack roll against your target. Fair enough.
Magical ammunition.
You learn to imbue with magical properties. As a magic action, you can imbue these not with one of the following magical properties.
Ooh.
And fire at a solid surface you can see within the weapon's range. On a hit, the ammunition effect activates, and the ammunition is the effect ends. The ammunition is destroyed. Once you use it, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest. You can also restore your sleep by spending each of your second wind. No action required. So you can make darkness
arrows, which last for a minute.
Or you can basically cast knock with your arrows, which is fun.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny, actually. Or a vine shot.
60-foot long. You and other creatures can climb. So yeah, honestly, that's actually really cool. Giving yourself some really cool gadget arrows. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I will say, I think they could do more. Like genuinely, I feel like we could put more in.
Here's what I was gonna say. I like these. A part of me wishes that you could do it a little more often, just once per short rest. It's fine, but I don't know. Once per short rest.
I mean, really, it's twice per short rest. And honestly, I think being able to spam them would make them a little overpowered.
You know what? That's a good point. I have to keep in mind this is 2024, so fighters get more uses of second wind in 2024 versus 2014.
Yeah, and I'll also point out,
which that's a fair point.
If you could do this, especially if you presume, because let's be real, non-magical ammunition by design isn't hard to get.
I mean, yeah, no, aren't they like what
It's 20 arrows for a gold.
Yeah, 20 arrows for a gold. So I was like, what? 3 copper? No, wait, that's definitely not right.
That's
Either
not how
way,
math works.
they're very cheap.
Yes.
Either way.
So
Heck,
you're not supposed to think about those.
Heck,
Heck, a lot of
I would-
campaigns don't even track it.
I would argue small rocks are non-magical ammunition because the sling exists.
Correct.
So,
Anyway, point is that yes, you need to limit it on something. Otherwise, you could just climb any building forever.
that's fair. Yeah, you know what?
And
you make good points.
all right, so let's go to level 10. When you roll, blah, I hate these features.
You get an extra arcane shot.
Arcane Burst. You can push creatures away with your Arcane Mastery when you use Indomitable. Blah, each creature of your choice in 50. Remember, you must use on strength saving throw against your Arcane Shot DC or. So when you use Indomitable, so when you make yourself succeed or like reroll a saving throw, you have other thing also happen.
Which 20 feet.
Like 20 feet's a lot. 20 feet can be a lot.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It is.
Especially since it's 10-foot emanation. That means like 10 feet from you. You
Right.
can force them to use their entire movement.
Yeah, 20 foot. You're just.
And depending on when you're, and again, as a reminder, because this is when you make a saving throw, when you fail a saving throw, this could be in the middle of that very enemy's turn. So they might have already used their movement to get up to you.
That is a potential option. Yeah.
Anyways, then we get masterful shots. You employ the intelligent instruction when a creature you can see misses an attacker, you can take a reaction to move up to half your speed away from the attacker. You can then make a range attack. That's pretty good. Honestly, really solid.
Honestly,
I think the one bust for me is level 10.
That's fair.
I mean, I think we've discussed that once how I don't like this like new design philosophy of when you roll initiative, you get one of these things.
Wasn't it that was more?
I know it's not an entirely new design philosophy.
Right. There's a lot that I could point out for 2014 that has that type of idea. But I agree with you. It's not.
But they were
that
like
great.
really pushing it hard for 2024. I didn't like it when they used it in 2014. Again, I don't think these shots are different, so I'm not going to look over the shots again.
Right. I don't think it made notes of being. I mean, the only difference that there would be is the scaling. But
the Tattooed Warrior. This is again entirely new subclass, and apparently they want to redesign it. So basically, because I remember our big complaint was the tattoos didn't feel special.
yes. So let's see what.
That was our big complaint, and let's take a look at what the designer said.
Yes.
Player feedback showed that the initial design did not succeed at delivering the fantasy of the subclass. Players had a strong desire for the narrative of a warrior with magical tattoos, so we redesigned the subclass. The subclass now provides magical abilities through your tattoos that aren't spells.
Hey.
Beast tattoos still provide useful cantrip, but have been redesigned with an emphasis on enhancing your flurry of blows, patient defense, and step of the winds.
Okay.
Celestial tattoos provide benefits to the search, hide, and study actions. Nature tattoo has been condensed to grant resistance to the damage type from a small list that can be changed when you finish a short or long rest, or when you use your uncanny metabolism. Monster tattoos now include Beholder, Chromatic Dragon, and Troll, providing new abilities. These changes keep the conversation of the previous version while still keeping the abilities, feeling like what a monk should do.
Okay.
I mean, that does sound like they listened to the exact complaints we had.
Well, let's see. Let's find out. So,
all right. So level 3, we got the magic tattoos. You gain the magic tattoos described by other features of the subclass. Blah 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 blah.
Here we go.
If a tattoo requires a saving throw, blah blah. When you finish a long rest, blah 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 blah. So the beast tattoos.
We can get 2 of these. First off, we have Bat, which is dancing light cantrip, and
you know the
blind sight.
and blind sight, which of course for a monk,
nice.
blind sight is good for a monk.
That's very nice.
Butterfly, you know the light jump. When you make a high jump, you can use your dexterity modifier instead of your strength
to determine how high you can jump. That is big, both for 2014 and 2024.
I will say, why not just let it apply your long jump too? Personally, but
true. I wouldn't be opposed to this.
Crane. You know the guidance cantrip, which as you know is a recurring cantrip.
Already great.
When you miss a creature with an attack granted by your flurry of blows, you have advantage on the next. I mean, meh, but not bad. I probably wouldn't pick. Honestly, I probably wouldn't pick Crane over the other features we have. You know the message cantrip. When you expend 1 focus point to use Step of the Wind, your speed increases by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
I mean,
a lot of extra movement speed is nice.
Tortoise, you know the dying cantrip. When you expend 1 focus point to use your patient defense, You have a +1 bonus to AC until the start of your next turn. I am going to make a rule here. I'm going to say that Butterfly applies to both long jump and high jump.
Yeah. Honestly, I think all of these, I'm looking at them, nothing really stands above the rest, in my opinion.
They're simple, but they do the trick.
Yeah, they do the trick.
And again, more importantly, they do something.
All of them have their good uses. I respect that.
All right, then we get a Celestial Tattoo.
So
comments.
When you take
the search action, you can expend a focus die, a focus point, to roll your martial arts die and add the number rolled to the wisdom check. So the perception check, basically, yeah.
Okay. So
when you take the hide action, same idea but for stealth. Okay.
And then the last one, same idea but for intelligence checks in general. Okay. Also, I feel like there's a weird. You could be like.
The study action is a specific thing, so it's not just it'd be investigation checks. Perception, stealth, investigation, basically.
Yeah. Which.
Fine. Here is what I will say. I could see attaching 6 levels of this guy to my rogue.
Yes, I was actually funny enough. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was also thinking this could be a weird way to get a really skillful character that's really good at skills, because you have guidance and you have the option of choosing. Now you can only have one of these tattoos, right? Yes, one of these specific tattoos. But having both is not bad.
Well, for the guidance one, you can have 2 beast tattoos.
Oh no! I was looking at how many celestial tattoos we were looking at.
Correct, but honestly, again, for my rogue, I think, as we all know, first off, rogues are great stealth, not usually an issue, but making them even better can be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no. Nature.
I mean, yeah, nature tattoos. All right, sorry. I was gonna say you could probably like these skill bonuses. Honestly, again, here's actually the really interesting thing about this. Why this is such a good multi-classer here? 6 focus points, because that's how many you get at level 6 is 6.
Right.
Are a decent amount.
They come back on short rest, so yeah.
If you're just using one, like if you're just using it for these, obviously your level 6 monk, you can use it for all the other stuff. But if you're just using it for those benefits, you could do these 6 times.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
You gain an additional magic natural feature. Choose a tattoo from the following options: Sea Storm. You gain additional magic type blah blah. Resistance to one of the following types of damage of your choice: cold, lightning, or thunder.
Okay.
Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can use your feature to change the choice, or you can do volcano and get acid, fire, or poison. Change it to get resistance to one of those. And now we get the monster.
That's
tattoo.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh no! Last time there were 4 options. Now there's only 2.
I think again they
reduced it down.
They changed what it was. Because before it was, again, remember, just adding spells that we never cared about.
The monster tattoos. What we got? So we got
at the start of your turn. You can spend a point to gain a fly speed equal to your speed for 10 minutes. While you have this fly speed, you can hover. Additionally, as a magic action, you expend 1 focus to fire 4 rays from your eyes. What? You can fire them at one target you can see within 100 feet, or several. Make a range attack for each eye ray used using wisdom with your podcast. On a hit, the attack deals force damage equal to 1 roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. I mean, it's just an attack.
This is basically a monk scorching ray. I'm not opposed to that.
Oh no, I wouldn't go scorching ray. I think it's more like a monk eldritch.
Yeah, actually, it is. Yeah, I think
it is still ultimately going to be the damage equivalent of a cantrip. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And honestly, it's pretty cheap too. Chromatic Dragon.
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can expend a focus point to replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of magical energy in a 30-foot. It's a damage type of your choice. Each creature that makes a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, they take damage of the chosen type equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage.
Yeah. Displacer Beast. When you expend.
When you spend a focus point to use Flurry of Blows or Step of the Wind, you can spend a focus point to cast a mirror image spell as part of that bonus action.
Okay. And at the
Troll
start of each of your turns, you regain hit points equal to 5 plus your Wisdom modifier if you are bloodied.
are
And if at
bloodied
least have 1
and have
HP.
them.
Wait, what's
Any
Flurry?
severed body part regrows after you finish short a long rest. Um,
I thought this was saying that. I thought this was saying you can only regain HP from this once per short long rest. Okay, my bad.
okay.
Um, hmm.
I'm gonna just be honest. It is a step in the right direction.
Yeah,
I don't feel the subclass is there yet.
I think it. They realized they needed to cook more, and I acknowledge they did cook it. The meal is warmer, though I don't
So
think it
I'm
quite hit.
correct.
It's cool.
Like, here is what I will say. There are stuff here that I would say are a build make.
Right.
But I cannot see a universe where I would pick Chromatic Dragon. Troll's healing for the level is just pathetic. Especially requiring the bloodied condition. Level 17, if you're bloodied in a fight in level 17, you're not making it another turn. And I know healing is healing, as we always say.
Right.
But in this case, I can't see a universe where you can really get the benefit of this. Anyways, this Splicer one's actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, I like this place, sir.
You cast mirror. You actually here. Let me explain. Every time, how many times does a monk use Flurry of Blows? Let's be real.
Oh, all the time, especially at late
So
levels.
every time you use Flurry of Blows, you get mirror image cast. It's kind of amazing.
I also I like the Beholder one. I think that one is interesting.
I know how I would flavor the Displacer this one because I think it's fun. Instead of the way Flurry of Blows normally works, it's first attack, I punch you. Then I Flurry of Blows. Then I know that's not how it would really work. And then my mirror cells punch you.
Right, yeah, no, I can see that, absolutely.
Anyways, again, step in the right direction. I think I wouldn't be opposed to playing this as it is, but I think they could be better.
I think
right.
it's close. Conjurer.
Alright. Conjuration spells typically transport creatures or objects. The previous design was shaped heavily by feedback from the 2014 version, but the subclass where players heavily favor the teleportation aspects of Conjuration. However, the feedback has shown an increase in interest for summoning, and we were more than happy to provide. So it sounds like.
So the Conjurer is gonna be more like a summoner.
A summoner, which it sounds like they moved away of it probably in the previous Unearthed Arcana, I believe. In favor of some less than stellar teleportation abilities that were kind of just all the same.
Right.
So they condensed the new features together, added new features focused on summoning.
Hey! I mean, that's what my...
So,
yeah.
So let's take a look. So as a bonus action, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Alternatively, you can choose a space within range that is occupied by a medium or smaller creature. If that creature is willing, you both teleport, swapping places. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier.
I think that's the
minimum
same
once.
from the previous one. And
what
that's
it is
fine.
what they explain. What they explain is this was originally two separate features. I think the bonus action teleportation being the level 3. If you can find the previous Unearthed Arcana, that'd be amazing.
Oh, I could probably pull it up. Yeah. Give me but a moment.
Because I believe based on what they're saying, it was like the bonus action teleport was probably like level 3, and the swapping was level 6.
Here. I have it for you, or I think this is it. Wait, let me double check. Make sure I'm not stupid.
Make sure you're not just looking at the very book, the very thing I'm looking at.
Yes. Okay,
what is it? What does it say for like the Conjuration? Just look through the Conjuration.
For Conjuration, let's see. So it starts off with as magic action teleporting. I see. So basically the change isn't here. I will send you the other PDF. But basically they made it to where you could use it a lot more often. You used to use it once, and then to get it again, you had to spend. I think it said. Let me double check. Yes, a second level spell slot or higher.
Where is it? Oh my god, there is. Yeah, they didn't.
It's page.
Yeah,
It starts on page 7 for conjuration.
Oh, here we go.
So you changed that to a bonus action and made it to where you have more uses, although you can't use a spell slot for it anymore. Which I think I'm fine with that.
Okay. And then we got Conjuration Savant, which we know what that
Yeah,
does.
normal spell stuff.
And we got the range of your benign turn phase, which increases 68, just so you now regain all of use when you finish short or long rest. Not bad, not bad.
That's pretty good. Oh, durable summons. That was a part.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, durable summons. Here we go. When you cast a Conjuration spell, summon a creature using the spell slot, that creature gains temporary points twice your wizard level. When it first appears, while it has these temporary points, creature has resistance to every damage. Oh, that's really good.
Oh, that is your guy is beefy.
Oh yeah, no. If you look, it didn't do that. It didn't do that in the previous version.
Oh,
Look what it did in the previous version. They made the 10 hit points, but not the. Oh, that is huge. That is huge.
Oh my goodness. But also, you could There are summons that. Okay, I don't know about force. That one's a question mark for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure there are summon variations that have just in general resistance to either necrotic, psychic, or radiant. I think not all of them, but I think there are some summon spells that do. So losing those isn't that as big of a deal.
And then we get Focused Conjuration, which is the same. Taking damage can't break your concentration on conjuration spells.
Which most of those are summoning spells. There are some that are not. But...
And then we get, instead of Quick Transportation, which is what they went last time, we get Splintered Summon. When you cast Summon Aberration, Summon Construct, Summon Dragon, Summon Elemental, or Summon Fae using a spell slot, you can modify the spell to summon 2 creatures with the spell instead of 1. Each creature is of the same kind, uses the stat blocks and denoted by the spell, and manifests in a different unoccupied space of your choice. This is actually really good, I won't be clear.
Oh yeah, no, it is really
the summon
good.
Creature points are, but their hit points are half.
I am fine with that.
If you lose concentration on the spell, both creatures disappear. But don't you remember?
Damage.
It's gonna be hard for me to break that. Yeah, I obviously know that. Like obviously, I guess if I cast the spell, getting faster. But point is, it's gonna be a lot harder for that to happen.
Oh, absolutely, it'll be harder.
So once you use a feature to modify spells, you must fish long rest before you can.
Or you spending a 5th level spell slot to regain a use of it, which honestly, that'd be tempting. That'd be a very tempting offer.
Imagine, I don't know if I would ever spend the 5th level spell slot for it, but I do like this feature.
Right. Imagine basically this is all practical speaking, twin spell conjuration or summoning a spell.
Honestly, again, like I said, not bad at all.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty good.
I will say,
I think you got an upgrade.
Yeah, and obviously they didn't completely abandon. Let's see, what we lose? You can teleport as a reaction when the creature makes an attack roll, but all these top plays with a. Yeah, this was so lame.
Yeah.
Good on them. All right, so next up we got our Enchanter.
What do we got? So.
The previous iteration of the Enchanter took big swings at a new design, but feedback showed it strayed too far from what players wanted for the subclass. We want the Enchanter to be a charmer and capable of taking charge of the party's communicator. Enchanting Talker succeeded in the direction and scored very well, but other new features didn't meet our standards. This update returns several features of the 2014 design, with tweaks to update the features we've seen over the years.
Okay.
So, if we look at Enchanter, Vexing Hypnotic Presence replaced and has been redesigned to use concentration, freeing up your action on subsequent turns. Hypnotic Presence. So we should probably look at the Enchanter from 2014 then.
Yes, because we've not looked at this for the tier ranking yet.
Also, I think it's just good to have reference material here.
I mean, of course.
So basically, I guess so let's see. Okay, so
enchanting
conversationalist. So if we look at not a thing in obviously not a thing in this.
Yeah,
If we
nothing
look
at
in
all.
here in our good old fashioned thing here,
Enchanted
it is a thing.
Talker might
Enchanted
be
Talker is what they're
horrible.
saying. So it's whenever you make a criminal check, you get bonus check to intelligence. You also get proficiency in one of the skills. If we look here, proficiency. In addition, when you make an ability, it's the same ability. They just changed the name for some reason. Then Enchantment Savant we can skip. Then we got
Yep.
Hypnotic Presence,
Which might be.
which is probably similar to Hypnotic Gaze, if I had to guess. Let's take a
Yeah,
look.
so
You're charmed more as a magic. Choose a creature that you can see within 10 feet of yourself. The target can see your must know wisdom saving throw against or be charmed by you until your concentration ends.
the target
The
is more
target
than
is
10 feet away from you.
or the target is here. Well, charmed this way, the target has the incapacity condition of in speed of 0. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. So if we look at this book right here, the equivalent feature was it Vexing Movement?
Yes, Vexing Movement, which was weirdly enough a
Immediately
teleport.
after you cast enchantment spell using action spell, you can take both the disengage that. Not teleport, like what is that? Yeah, that is so meaningless. Like that does not fit with the flavor of an enchantment wizard at all. And then we look here, we have Instinctive
Hypnotic Gaze.
Charm.
Well, oh,
Hypnotic Gaze? Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, Hypnotic Gaze.
Alright, when you choose a school, your software yeah.
Yeah,
So it's very much the same ability.
yeah.
Now we get to our actual level 6 ability.
Split Enchantment.
When you cast enchantments such as Charm Person, that can be cast with a higher level spell slot. Target additional creature, you can increase the spell's effective level by 1. You can use this feature. I think this is the same thing that is in the Unearth.
I think.
I think, yeah. So, oh yeah, the old one got it at like 10th level.
Yeah, that was at 10th level. Then this.
Oh no, they had a different ability.
Oh, but they have Split Enchantment as the 10th level as well. So they basically just brought Split Enchantment down a level.
So Split has been brought down. So Split Enchantment and Instinctive Charm has been switched.
Instinctive Charm.
Is that mentioned in the design notes?
Oh yeah, it says Split Enchantment available earlier.
Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at Instinctive Charm. It's probably the same. Actually, I think we just done a bit. On the filter the darkness is instead if there's another creature within range attacks and blah blah blah. You use fair enough. And then alter memories. You can reliably enchant creatures and alter them. You always modify spell. When you cast this, you can target a creature as if it's within range of the spell.
So
I mean, it's hard to say, but I guess it is better. It is better. Now, okay, I'm gonna honest, the Necromancer notes for what they did is funny when you realize they didn't let you do. Apparently, they did not focus on this. In previous versions of the Necromancer Wizard, we moved away from animating the dead. To which I say, but players made it clear that controlling hordes of undead is the fantasy they want from the Necromancer Wizard. This update provides the Necromancer with ways to do necromancy. To keep the Necromancer's undead potent at higher levels, the Necromancer learns how to use them as an expendable resource. So,
okay, you know what? I am game. With that idea.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. So.
Yes, let's take a look.
Necromancy spellbook.
Level 3. So yeah, we got the spellbook,
which gives you necrotic damage resistance.
Yeah, then we got grave power. We're not gonna get the following moments when you use Arcane Subclasses. Yeah, none of this has to do with this. Then we got undead thralls. You can summon undead.
Woohoo.
Then undead secrets. You can spend predictions. None of this has to do with necromancers. Two features in this entire subclass that have anything to do with dealing with the undead.
Right, and I get changing how the original Necromancer worked, but frankly, the big issue was it would take so long to get stuff done at the table.
Yeah, so let's see what they did. See what they did. Necromancer Savant, we can skip. Then we got the spellbook. But we got new stuff. We actually have new stuff.
Oh, we do.
So you have resistance to damage when you cast Necromancer spell, blah 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 blah.
You get your regain. You get your regeneration back, which it was replaced in the other Arcana. I don't know if you noticed this, with temp HP.
Fair enough. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. And then the 5 from spell page spell, when you cast spell, you choose one of the normal forms you're familiar, or one of the following forms: skeleton or zombie. As a familiar is hilarious.
Here's the thing, though. I know. I wish there was an extra line for this that specifically said if you choose zombie or skeleton, they can take the attack action.
I no, I see why they don't do that at level 3. It'd be a little. Then you would just be able to summon skeletons or zombies, which they probably don't feel as balanced at this point.
Maybe.
We could argue,
Yeah.
but I kind of get it. Like none of the summoning spells are that level for a reason.
Grave power.
You have discovered more necromantic insights and described them in your spellbook. Well, when you use arcane cover, okay.
Yep, that's
Interesting that they moved this up, really. Damage from your wizard spells. And then we get undead thralls. Animate Dead's back, baby!
Oh boy! You can guess
Whenever you start casting a spell, you can modify the spell's effect levels increased by 1. In addition, whenever you cast a spell using a slot that creates or summons an undead, the undead gains the benefits below.
Oh.
The undead's hit point maximum current hit points increased by a number equal to the level of the spell slot used, plus your intelligence modifier for the duration of the spell. Whenever the target hits a creature with an attack roll, the undead deals extra necrotic damage equal to your intelligence modifier. Not bad.
Shabby.
And then we got the Harvest Undead's back. You get react to an undead creature under your control that you can see to 0 hit points. You then immediately regain a number of hit points equal to your wizard level.
Okay.
So basically, when you go to 0, you can use undead to basically keep yourself alive, which is really cool if you use Animate Dead properly.
And then that's Master.
As a bonus action, choose any number of undead you have created or summoned within Zero's undead. Each gain temporary points equal to blah blah. Once an undead gains temporary hit points from this feature, it can't gain them in any way again for the next 24 hours. When an undead creature you can see is reduced to 0, once you can cause it to explode. Roll a number of d6 equal to half the unexpended hit dice. Round up the minimum of 1d6 and add them together. Each creature in a 10-foot emanation originating from the undead makes a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save,
They take
the target takes necrotic damage equal to the number rolled and can't take reaction until the start. Oh, that's awesome. On a failed save, they take half as much when you use the feature you don't control. When you use this feature to explode, I didn't even realize that. Explode an undead you don't control. You must take a reaction and expend a 5th level spell slot to do so.
Wait.
So that means it's not your reaction if you control them.
Oh,
You just, my friend, have got yourself some creepers.
Wait, I didn't realize creepers were zombies, but okay. I'll take it.
You know what I mean.
Right. I know. And,
basically, it is a choice for the enemies. It's deal with them, explode, don't deal with them. Anyways, take the damage. That's actually a really good capstone for honestly, really like Necromancer now.
Yeah. And then, is this the last one?
Let me take a... No, it's not the last one, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Transmuter. The Transmuter still has an emphasis on the Transmuter stone, but it now also has the shape-shifting abilities. The durability option of Transmuter was consistently cited as the best option, and picking an option created a feeling of playing wrong. We have updated the feature by making the durability option part of the bearing the stone by default. We've revised the subclass to have more flexibility in the features, such as expanding the types of spells that split transmutation effects. I actually want to take a look at this in the old Arcana.
Oh, we're looking at
so split
Arcana first? Okay.
Split transmutation. When you cast such as fly, that can be a higher additional creature. You can use it number of times equal to... So, wonder what that... Okay, so basically it was only transmutation spells, basically, before.
Right. Well, let's see what we
got.
got.
Look at Transmuter now.
So,
you don't need to read Smont. We get our Transmuter Stone. One of the... I can actually read this because this is... And you can use it as a spellcasting. A creature with a stone in it gains proficiency in con saves, which was the opposite of one we picked before. Which you choose in one of the following benefits, which is Dark Vision, Speed, Resistance.
All those are very solid.
You always have the Altar Self prepared and cast it once without spending a spell slot. You gain the ability to cast this way when you finish a long rest. Well, under the effects of Altar Self, you gain an additional benefit for each of its options.
Ooh.
Under Water, you can take the dash action.
Okay.
You have advantage on Charisma Deception checks, and the damage goes up. Not bad, not diggity bad.
Any advantage on Constitution saving throws, specifically for concentration. However, you're only... Because Altar Self is concentration, isn't it? I'm not crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Power
When you
transformation.
cast a transmutation, so this is basically this is what they're replacing split transmutation with.
Right.
When you cast a transmutation spell that doesn't deal damage to fly or magical weapon using a spell slot, you can treat the spell as it were cast one. You can use this feature number of times. So wait, what did it say before? When you cast such as fly, that can be cast with a higher level spell.
Effectiveness by one level. Wait,
Now
that looks to be the exact
the
same
updated
thing.
feature. The difference is such as expanding the types of spells, transmutation effects. It is the same thing. I think they just what they really meant was they're making it clearer. Because when you cast a transmutation spell such as fly, I assume that all transmutation spells are in this, not just fly.
Right.
But now it says when you cast a transmutation spell that doesn't deal damage, such as fly or magic weapon, usually you can treat the.
I
It's basically the same feature.
I was gonna say I don't know if there's any transmute. Now I could be wrong. I don't think there's an official transmutation spell that does damage.
It is.
At
It
least
is a
not that I
moot.
can think
It's
of off the
all
top of my mind.
at the end of the day. It is a moot point.
Right. It's still
Yeah.
fine, I guess.
Yeah. To be as clear as possible, it's not bad. It's just
It's me.
I feel like I have to give them bullshit for saying they made a change they didn't make.
Right.
Then we got Potent Stone. Is more versatile when you create it. You can choose it to 2 minutes. You can choose each option other than resistance only once. If you choose resistance twice, you must choose different damage type. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
In addition, you got some new benefits. Advantage on strength saves, one size larger,
And
and Tremor
tremor
Sense.
sense. Okay.
Then we get Polymorph. Blah. In addition, you can target yourself with the spell. You can modify spell gain benefits below. You retain your. You basically do a wild shape, and you can cast mutation spells while shaped except for any spells with a material component that's called blah 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 blah. I mean, basically, it's a wild shape, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool. And then while you're carrying you can take a magic action to consume the reserve, and after you do this, stone comes this, stone comes by spending up. Okay.
So it
You
gives
can
benefits
transmute
for
one
basically just.
non-magical object. You get the Panacea. You touch a portion and target gains hit points. You can heal some people, and then you cast Raise Dead and Restore Youth. I mean, gotta be honest, they didn't change it much from the Arcana. Which
Yeah. No.
we talked about this. I said it was solid as it last time, so it's not that surprising they didn't change much. I will say, like I said, generally speaking, this Unearthed Arcana is a step in the right direction.
It is. It is.
But that is it for tonight's episode of Impromptu Unearthed Arcana, Ross. I hope, by the way, to keep them relevant, you're putting these posts closer to when we record them.
I think I've been doing that. Maybe. I actually have no clue at
And
this point. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more of Zen.